Clearly, a digital signature is a requirement. I have taken note of this, and I'm going to request my senior colleagues in the ministry. I've got one or two of my colleague youngsters sitting here. I'm sure it does not require, it will not require too much of effort, certainly a little bit of ingenuity. We'll find a solution to this digital signature business. I agree with you. You can show a prospective customer, you can take him through a visual, walkthrough of the property that you are saying. You can take them through a walkthrough of the area. You can provide all that online. Where you have,
you can sanction a loan online.
Exactly, you can sanction a loan online. The difficulty comes essentially where the transaction has to be closed. So I agree with you. That's for us. We'll find a solution for you. Well, certainly we'll address it. Now, what was your second?
One-time restructuring for all developers.
One-time restructuring. Look, that is already occupying a lot of attention, because there were people who were having assets under stress. Projects having difficult. So one-time this thing. Send us a little note on this, and I'll again, let's in the few days, because we need to find intelligent ways and innovative ways of going through this, because this is the survival part. From survival, we will go to revival. So clearly, we will address both these issues.
Thank you,
sir. Renuji, just like to add to what sir mentioned regarding this digital signature. Now there is no need of everybody having a digital signature. We can use our Aadhaar card, because Aadhaar card is our identity. Aadhaar card and the connectivity can become a digital signature. In fact, in the government, earlier everybody used to get the digital signature, but now we have converted into using the Aadhaar and the connectivity.
मिश्रा जी, लोन एग्रीमेंट के लिए जब हम लोन साइन करते हैं डिसबर्समेंट के लिए, और प्रॉपर्टी की जब सिग्नेचर होती है रजिस्ट्रेशन के लिए, मेरे नॉलेज में यह भी अलाउड नहीं है. You actually have to be there personally to do both these.
अरे बट आपको आधार से मतलब सिग्नेचर का मतलब क्या है कि you are the right person who is going to do that. और आधार has become our big identity in the country now. So using आधार you can make a digital signature. हम इसका एक प्रोटोकॉल जो है DFS के साथ बात करके will prepare a protocol which is already being used in the government. हमको डिजिटल सिग्नेचर सबको इशू कराने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. ये मैं बता रहा हूँ आपको. आप आधार ही अपने आप में डिजिटल सिग्नेचर का काम कर सकता है, और आज की डेट में सबके पास आधार बना हुआ है, इसका यूज हो सकता है. जहां तक आपका वन टाइम रिस्ट्रक्चरिंग का सवाल है मैडम, इसके बारे में इनफैक्ट कल मुझे बताया गया, कल नरेटको ने मुझे खबर किया कि आपके HDFC बैंक ने कल अलाउ कर दिया कि विदाउट सिग्नेचर भी 3 महीने के लिए उन्होंने अलाउ कर दिया है कि दे लोन डिस्बर्समेंट स्टार्ट करेंगे. वन टाइम रिस्ट्रक्चरिंग के बारे में द इशू इज नॉट ओनली फॉर आवर रियल एस्टेट, बट सारे के सारे सेक्टर में इस प्रकार की रिक्वायरमेंट है. बट अभी आपने RBI गवर्नर को आज मॉर्निंग में सुना होगा, RBI गवर्नर ने अलाउ किया कि आपको जो बैंक्स हैं, जो कमर्शियल बैंक्स हैं, कमर्शियल बैंक्स को कमर्शियल जो रियल एस्टेट सेक्टर है उसके लिए 1 साल अलाउ किया गया था, एक्सटेंशन अलाउ किया गया था. अब उसको 1 साल प्लस 1 साल और 2 साल के लिए उन्होंने अलाउ कर दिया है. ये फैसिलिटी उन्होंने जो है NBFCs को भी आज एक्सटेंड कर दिया. और मैंने उसके बाद व्हाई दिस इज नॉट बीन डन फॉर HFC, आई डिस्कस विद आवर नेशनल हाउसिंग बैंक के चेयरमैन से. मैंने इमीडिएटली आफ्टर दैट आई डिस्कस विद हिम. ही सेड इवन फॉर HFCs द मैटर इज अंडर कंसिडरेशन ऑफ द RBI. अगर ये हो जाता है, HFCs को भी हो जाता है, जैसे आपने HDFC बैंक का, HDFC हाउसिंग का कहा, तो इनके लिए हो जाने के बाद मुझे लगता है कि ये 2 साल एक बहुत बड़ा रिलीफ आप सबको मिल जाएगा.
बिल्कुल, बहुत मिलेगा.
दुर्गा सर, राजन बांदेलकर हियर. जस्ट अ क्लैरिफिकेशन, इन्होंने क्या किया है कि बाबा इनके बैंक के साथ में टाई अप करेंगे और लोन एग्रीमेंट वो बैंक में जाकर बंदा साइन करेगा, यानी हमारा जो पैसे का प्रॉब्लम है वो सॉल्व हो जाएगा. Hardeep sir, very very good afternoon, and thank you very much for addressing a gathering where more than 2,500 attendees are already there. And as I told earlier also in many of the seminars, Durga Shankar Mishra is, as in their name is Durga and Shankar, Mata Pita of our real estate industry. Under your real guidance, sir has helped us beyond imagination, and we want to thank from bottom of our heart, because I have troubled sir so much कि sir was 1 or 2 times told me also very clearly, Rajan, जब भी फोन पे आते हो कुछ ना कुछ मांगते रहते हो. Sir, we are asking for the industry, and we have already sent you the letter list of whatever we spoke yesterday. We have already sent it to you. Now my chairman of Maharashtra NEDCO, Neil Reja, is there. Neil Reja will just ask whatever he feels right. Yes, sir. Neil.
Good afternoon, Honorable Minister, Secretary, and everyone else. Sir, it's always a pleasure talking to you. We always feel happy. We always get great ideas, and we get the satisfaction that some things will get done. And we've seen that happening over the years since you all, the combination of both of you all have been around. I won't repeat the points mentioned earlier about the one-time restructuring, but a couple of points I wanted to highlight, sir, that today in India, we have the highest real rates in the world. And I think fundamentally we have to see with 65% of our population less than 35 years of age and who are in the borrowing, do we keep these real rates as high, or do we follow the model like most developing countries and developed countries are of bringing real interest rates down to where not only the West has done, but even countries like Philippines, Indonesia, Thailand, etc. have also reduced real rates significantly. So that will make a big difference for the government savings and spending, but also for the borrower, whether it's a home loan, car loan, various youngsters who are borrowing loans. So that was the first point. But specific to real estate, we had three areas I wanted to cover. One is, sir, we used to allow mortgage to be taken and from the mortgage set off against interest income from your taxes. If we could consider that for the next 18 months, because even when we do open up, the economy is going to take a long while to come back and real estates will be slow. One way to help boost this demand is to let people borrow for their homes, even if it is for a second home, but it will spur demand and allow them to invest in homes and rent it out or use it for themselves. That will be one measure without a cap, because today we have a cap of 2 lakhs per year only for one house. That's something which I would suggest we consider without a cap and for more than one house, like it was 2 years ago. The second suggestion is about GST, because we have an inverted structure where we're the only country in the world where on under construction housing, we have GST and stamp duty. No other country in the world you have both under construction. On completed property, GST falls away. So there's a disincentive for new housing under construction. And that's something ideally should be taken away long term, but at least in the interim for a short period of 6 months or 1 year, that would be relooked at. And the third is on the non-residential side on promoting warehousing, office space, IT parks. So today our cost has gone up 18% because on all inputs we charge 18% input GST on imports. On cement it's 28. And when it's rented out, they charge 18% on the rental, but there is no input credit on that. And that's something which I think the industry has been looking for, if we could look for this. The last suggestion I had again for this is, sir, even if we allow this one-time restructuring, most banks will refuse to lend to people within the real estate and including some of the other sectors. Like a lot of countries, we may have to consider where the government issues a guarantee for a partial loss, whether it is a 20% first loss, 10% first loss for new incremental lending for those borrowers who are current and are not NPA as of say January or February. That's the only way banks who are keeping surplus of 6 lakhs crores with RBI will consider lending in today's times if there is some government backstop of a partial loss, even if it's to the extent of 10, 20%, that's the only way they'll start. This has been followed by countries all over and it doesn't come into a fiscal deficit as well. So these are the 4 suggestions I have.
Well, from what I've got out, all these 3 suggestions that our friend has made just now, send me short notes on them. And then I will discuss them with Durga ji, and we'll see how we can take this forward. Yeah.
Sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Vicky Oberoi. Vicky, please.
A very good afternoon, sir, and good afternoon to all the panelists. Sir, my request is very simple. The industry is good to take care of itself. What it needs from the government is to, be a facilitator. We had a call with Mr. Deepak Parekh a few days ago, and he suggested that we all need to bring our prices down. With existing prices itself, we are unable to, make our ends meet. So bringing prices down will further make a deeper cut in our pockets. What we really want you guys to do is to, look at a stamp duty waiver for a short period, so that we can pass on this benefit to the buyer. Also, probably if one can look at doing something similar to what was done earlier, the 80IB scheme, where income was not taxed. We could pass on this income tax benefit also to the buyer, because once there is this news of 20% reduction happening, buyers are bound to wait, and this itself will probably increase our pain. Today, that 95% of the developers are almost bankrupt, barring a few of us who are either listed or unlisted. Handful of developers are literally able to honor their payments and stuff like that. So I think government will need to really step up to facilitate us. We want you to create an environment which will increase demand. And these are a few things that one can actually take, including reduction of interest rates for home buyers. If something like that can be done, our industry can really revive on its own. Thank you.
Sir, can I take the next speaker, sir? Or you want to?
Oh, please. We've taken note of what's being said. Please carry on. Yeah.
Sir, Praveen Jain, sir, our Vice Chairman.
Thank you.
Praveen Jain, unmute.
Good afternoon, Minister sir. सर हमारी रिक्वायरमेंट ये भी था कि जो हमारे मिनिस्ट्री के हाथ में है डायरेक्टली कुछ चीज़ों के बारे में, तो हम बाकी और मिनिस्ट्रीज के ऊपर डिपेंडेंट हैं, हमें उनको सजेशन देना पड़ेगा, उनसे रिक्वेस्ट करनी पड़ेगी। एक जो हमारा अप्रूवल्स हैं रेरा का, हम एक्सटेंशन 1 साल की अगर हम एक एडवाइजरी जारी करें मिनिस्ट्री की तरफ से कि जितने भी प्रोजेक्ट हैं 1 साल का, क्योंकि पीछे अभी 3 महीने तक दिल्ली एनसीआर में जितने प्रोजेक्ट थे वो एनजीटी की वजह से, लॉकडाउन एनजीटी की वजह से डिले हो गए। अभी ये इसकी वजह से इसका इम्पैक्ट भी 6 महीने के आसपास आएगा अप्रॉक्सीमेट। तो अगर 1 साल का मोरेटोरियम पीरियड या 1 साल की एक्सटेंशन मिल जाए सभी कंप्लायंस पूरा करने के लिए, और जो रजिस्ट्रेशन हुआ है उसके लिए, या जो अथॉरिटीज़ हैं लोकल अथॉरिटीज़, जो स्टेट को गाइडलाइन चली जाए आपकी तरफ से कि जितनी अप्रूवल्स होनी है या अप्रूवल्स हो रही हैं या इसके जो इंस्टॉलमेंट की डिमांड है वो 1 साल के लिए एक्सटेंशन मिल जाए सभी में।
सर गौरव जैन,
इसके बारे में राजन, आपका अभी लेटर मुझे अभी थोड़ी देर पहले मिला है, कुछ लंच के पहले मुझे आपका लेटर मिला, जिसमें आपने तमाम सारे अप्रूवल्स को एनलिस्ट किया है कि जिसको आगे एक्सटेंशन की जरूरत है, उसमें और सारी डिटेल की जरूरत होगी कि वो कितने पीरियड के लिए हम करते हैं, कितना करते हैं, वो बहुत सारी डिटेल उसमें है। ऑलरेडी मैंने अपने टीसीपीओ को इस काम के लिए लगा दिया है कि वो इसको पूरा एग्जामिन कर लें, और उसके बाद हम कंसर्न मिनिस्ट्रीज के साथ बात करके, स्टेट गवर्नमेंट के साथ बात करके, एज वी डिस्कस इन द लास्ट वीसी, हम इसको फिर एक्सटेंशन करने के बारे में अलग से निर्णय इस पे लेंगे और आपसे कम्युनिकेट करेंगे, बिकॉज द सिचुएशन इज एक्स्ट्राऑर्डिनरी एंड वी नीड टू टेक सच डिसीजंस। इसको करने की हमें जरूरत होगी। जहां तक रेरा का सवाल है, रेरा के बारे में भी हम नेक्स्ट वीक जरा रेरा के लोगों से बात करेंगे, चर्चा करेंगे। और रेरा के बाद आपको मालूम है कि इट इज ऑलरेडी फाइनेंस मिनिस्ट्री ने इसको ऑब्जर्व किया है कि दिस इज अ फोर्स मेजर क्लॉज इस पर लागू होगा, तो उसको लेके हम लोग कितना कर सकते हैं, तो उसके क्या इम्प्लीकेशंस होंगे, सारी बातें हम अगले हफ्ते में करेंगे। मैं समझता हूँ कि हफ्ते भर के अंदर हम इसके ऊपर कुछ निर्णय आप सबको कम्युनिकेट करेंगे।
सर रेरा ने 3 महीने के लिए किया हुआ है सर, बट 3 महीने
हम उसके बारे में, हम उसके हर एस्पेक्ट को, हर पहलू को इसको एग्जामिन करेंगे इन कंसल्टेशन। आपका बात हमारे पास आ चुका है, क्रेडाइट से हमने कहा कि वो भी अपनी बात हमारे सामने रख दें। ये हम सारे स्टेट के जो रेरा के जो चीफ है, सारे नहीं बल्कि कुछ एक को रिप्रेजेंटेटिव तौर पर उनसे भी चर्चा करेंगे। सारे एस्पेक्ट को देखने के बाद ने माननीय मंत्री जी के सामने लाएंगे, एंड विल टेक ए कॉल ऑन दिस। इसको बहुत जल्दी इस पे निर्णय करेंगे 1 हफ्ते के भीतर।
सर गौरव जैन।
Thank you for allowing me to speak, Rajan Bhai, to this esteemed panel, to the Honorable Minister and Secretary, sir. Sir, my humble submission is the following, sir, that we are in a very unprecedented times. So there are certain things, which all of us will be asking, but I am proposing a different strategy so that you don't give us anything, but you get a lot of things in return. The idea is to expand the market, sir. And Delhi has been a very strong area, which unfortunately for last many years has been at a standstill, both in terms of land pooling as well as the low intensity development area, which are now being proposed by DDA. Sir, in case on the policy front, you could kindly look into this and release this. Then in next 3 to 6 months time, there will be an area which is ripe for us to start working on and does not require anything else and can actually flip, side is that now with this COVID being in place, very high density areas are in less demand and low density area will be in high demand. People would like to have a little bit larger spaces around them, and it will bring in a lot of revenue to the government and will be able to kickstart an area which is directly under your control, sir, under the control of your ministry. And all it requires is a very, I would say, it is right there. It's just a tipping point, little bit push from your side, sir. It will start getting, and I'm sure that people down the line are waiting. The Kisans are waiting, sir. The businessmen are waiting. The normal persons are waiting for this to roll out. So with my request is kindly have a look at this. It is something which is doable, and we'll be able to showcase that, in this time we are thinking of out of the box policies and expanding the market, sir. Thank you.
Durga ji, do you have a instant reaction to what has just been said?
Sir, already he is, sir, आप इसको पूरी तरह से वाकिफ हैं. लैंड पूलिंग पॉलिसी के बारे में उसको इम्प्लीमेंट करने का प्रोसेस इज ऑलरेडी ऑन. काफी सारे लोगों का रजिस्ट्रेशन हो चुका है. दिस प्रोसेस इज गोइंग ऑन इन द डीडीए. ये आपको जानकारी होगी. उसके अलावा जो है अभी हाल में ये पीएम उदय योजना जो लागू की गई, पीएम उदय योजना के तहत काफी बड़ी संख्या में जो कि पूरा लॉक्ड अप है, वो सारी प्रॉपर्टी लॉक्ड अप है, उसको अनलॉक करने के लिए लोगों को राइट देने का काम चल रहा है और काफी बड़ी संख्या में ये सब चीज हो चुकी है. इस पे भी हम लोग एक पॉलिसी बनाएंगे कि कैसे इसको जो रीडेवलपमेंट कर सकते हैं. जो हमारे जो ट्रांसपोर्ट कॉरिडोर में है उसके बारे में भी पॉलिसी आ चुकी है. एंड नाउ वी आर वर्किंग ऑन स्पेसिफिक थिंग्स. स्पेसिफिक चीज कर रहे हैं. तो दिल्ली में तो बहुत सारी चीजें हो रही हैं जो हमारे स्लम्स है. स्लम्स को रीडेवलपमेंट करने के बारे में आपको मालूम है 3-4 स्लम्स के बारे में. अभी करीब 15 स्लम्स का भी बहुत जल्दी इसको टेंडर हमारा आने वाला है जो डीडीए के माध्यम से जो काम चल रहा है. तो देयर सो मेनी एक्टिविटीज व्हिच आर गोइंग ऑन इन दिल्ली. तो मैं समझता हूँ कि आपकी जानकारी में होगा, वैसे और डिटेल में चर्चा कर सकते हैं.
ठीक है. थैंक यू सर. थैंक यू
सर. संजय दत्त from Tata.
I deliberately wanted Durga ji to respond straight away. Insofar as land pooling is concerned, I think we are hoping to build something like 17 lakh units as a result of the land pooling, and it's at a very advanced stage. What I will do to you is I will send to you, Rajan, or to the gentleman who's asked this question, within the next 3 or 4 days, we will send you information कि land pooling पे कितने हमारी वो already progress हो गई है, etc. Then we have also in Delhi, जहाँ झुग्गी वहीं मकान. You see the application of the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, the vertical on in situ slum rehabilitation, we are doing that. So, and then we are also doing, we have provided what is called Malkana Haq or rights to people living in these unauthorized colonies. So we'll send you a detailed note on that. I believe there's a massive opportunity for the construction sector in the steps that we have taken in Delhi. I'm sorry, because of this COVID, we have also not kept our eye on the ball. But in the next 3 or 4 days, I'll send Shashi, who's sitting with me in my office. He will check with VC DDA and have it vetted by secretary, and we'll send you the information exactly on the lines that you are asking.
Also, sir, TOD, sir, transit-oriented development.
Transit-oriented development. This Karkar-Duma scheme is a case in point. But more than that, if you look at the other thing, like this Bharat Vandana Park, it's what 200 acres or something, or more than that, these big projects. So I think NAREDCO should know about those, because ultimately the membership of NAREDCO will be in a position to also commercially look at these prospects. So we'll send you a note on Delhi developments in the next 2 or 3 days.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Sir, थोड़ा सा LDRA और LIDA भी देख लीजिएगा. That is also a lot of Kisans and farmers are
sure.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
CLSS भी करना है. CLSS MIG भी खत्म हो गया.
Certainly.
CLSS में, that is another one they need to
certainly.
Sanjay.
Minister, we have consolidation happening in the real estate sector. A lot of developers are collaborating with each other, and each of these developers have certain expertise. But when they put in a joint development structure, they are charged a GST, and that somehow compromises the viability of the project. For a short period of time, if the government can consider waiving GST on JDAs, it will help the real estate sector to consolidate. Companies which have access to capital can come in to unlock and develop and create opportunities for employment and consolidate the sector. Thank you.
संजय जी, आप अपना प्रपोजल भेज दीजिए, ये क्या चीज आप बताना चाहते हैं, जरा डिटेल इसके क्या इम्प्लीकेशंस होंगे, लिख के भेजिए, लिख के भेज दीजिए, लिख के भेजिए।
अरोरा जी, आर.के. अरोरा, unmute your video.
Honorable Minister Sir and Secretary DS Misra Sahab, just I want to add, Miss Renu Karnad जैसे भी अभी डिस्कस कर रही थी कि NPA अकाउंट के अंदर एडिशनल फंडिंग जो लास्ट माइल फंडिंग है, जब हमारे स्ट्रेस प्रोजेक्ट की बात है, उसके अंदर वो बेनिफिट नहीं है जो रिसेंटली आज जो RBI ने अनाउंसमेंट किया है, वो DCCO को 1 साल एक्सटेंड किया है। क्यों? ऐसे प्रोजेक्ट जहां पर प्रोजेक्ट कंप्लीट नहीं हुए हैं, वहां पर 1 साल और उनको टाइम दिया गया है कि उनका लोन को 1 साल आगे एक्सटेंड कर दिया जाए। बट इन केस ऑफ वेयर दिस प्रोजेक्ट इज स्टक अप because of this cash flow and the last mile funding, and because of this the account already turned into the NPA, वहां पर we are looking the relief कि वहां पर ऐसे मामले में वन टाइम रिस्ट्रक्चरिंग की फैसिलिटी दी जाए और उसके अंदर लास्ट माइल फंडिंग देकर ऐसे प्रोजेक्ट को पूरा कराया जाए। ये मेरी आपसे एक रिक्वेस्ट है। हमारे बहुत सारे मेंबर यूपी के अंदर दे आर स्ट्रगलिंग इन नोएडा रीजन, खास तौर से दे आर लुकिंग दिस हेल्प टू कंप्लीट द प्रोजेक्ट।
सर, श्रीकांत बगोड़ी is from Phoenix. He wants to ask a question. Shrikant Bagodi.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm Shrikant Badiga, Group Director, Phoenix Group, sir. Thank you so much for giving me an opportunity. Sir, quickly has 3 issues to be addressed, sir. Submission, sir. One is regarding the environment clearances which are supposed to obtain for all of construction projects. We have addressed several times to the Minister of MOEF to give to allow us to give a self-certification, so that because we submit our applications to the empaneled consultants of the MOEF. So what is happening, sir? After 4 months or 5 months, 6 months, we're getting the same EC with the same readings which are submitted. My request is, sir, kindly advise the MOEF to allow us, give us an EC at the time of, at the moment we submit the application, sir. There's nothing but self-certification, sir. That will really help and progress of a construction. However, we allow us to get the EC before we could obtain the occupation certificate, sir. That will really help the entire construction industry, sir. That is number one. Sir, my second submission, sir, is regarding the parking facility, sir. National Building Code norm says any commercial building can also have the IT offices. Way back in most of the states, like especially in Telangana also, sir, we have commercial buildings law and IT buildings law, which is totally differing, sir. My request is kindly reduce the parking facilities ratio to 30%, sir. The Telangana government is insisting for 60% and more, which is not really workable at this particular turbulent times, especially for service industry, sir. It has been our thing is we have been facing trouble from almost 2-3 years, because as you know, sir, because of sunset clause of special economic zones, our entire construction things have gone for a toss, and all our realized ROIs we have been forced to rework it, sir. And we are not very sure of getting back the business also at this moment, sir. If this kind of tweaking can be done, we can save somewhere and start forwarding these benefits to our units and encourage more investment in the country, sir. Sir, finally, sir, My suggestion regarding the land pooling also, sir, in the past, Phoenix was also, we usually, what we do, sir, in land pooling also.
Sir, be brief, sir, be brief, please.
Yeah, it's
Please
the
be brief.
final, these first two part, third final point, sir. Land pooling, we have a business model where we made the landowners as our stakeholders and made a cooperative societies, and we are giving them rentals, sir. And it is a win-win situation, sir. These are my 3 submissions, sir.
Yeah, Vimal Shah. Sorry.
Thank you very much, sir. Sir, there are 2 issues connected with RERA. RERA allows 1-year extension under force majeure, but this 1-year extension is only once and never allowed again. We request that this pandemic extension of 1 year should be general for all and should not be part of the force majeure, which is part of the RERA, and should become a general 1-year extension for all projects which are registered under RERA all over the country. Because every project will get delayed, because every project will have to revisit the drawing board. We'll have to rework the schedule as per the loans which will be not coming forth, the sales which will not be happening, and the supply of the material which will not coming, and the labor will be not coming. So it actually requires 1 year general extension for all the projects which are registered with RERA. 70% of the money which has to be deposited in the escrow should be only be utilized for the purpose of the project construction, and banks should only restrict itself for collection from 30%.
आपको और क्या कहते हैं दिनेश कपिला को दोनों को बोलेगा हम याद किए हैं 4:30 बजे 4:30 में कब
70% money has to go now for the project, and banks should restrict to 30%, and the restructuring from the bank should restrict itself to the 30%, because then only the projects will get completed in time, sir. So it is essential for both these corrections to happen in RERA. Third most important thing is that 4 lakh crore ki inventory unsold hai, and inventory sale nahi ho sakti hai because it is connected with ready reckoner rates of the state, and ready reckoner rates of the states are done for the purpose of generating revenue. So they are very high and they are not actually as per market, but the inventory can't be disposed of to investors also. So we should ask Income Tax Department, Finance Ministry to delink sale from the ready reckoner for at least a period of with a sunset clause. This will allow the inventory to get unlocked, which is ready or under construction, and which will generate revenue for the government, because it will all generate taxes. So, sir, these are the 3 demands which we suggest, sir.
Sir, next one is Naveen Makheja. Naveen. Manoj Tripathi.
Sir, we have Ajay Munot also from MR.
Rajan, Manoj is not there. Acha, Manoj aa gaya.
Manoj, unmute your this thing. Manoj Tripathi.
Thank you, Honorable Minister and Secretary. पहले तो मैं मिनिस्टर जी को धन्यवाद देंगे कि हमारा बात सब सुनाई जा रहा है, और जो राजन भाई ने बोला कि अर्बन मिनिस्टर, अर्बन सेक्रेटरी हमारा बात सब सुनना है, और हम 3 क्वेश्चन आपको पूछे थे, वो हमारा हो गया, इसीलिए मैं आपको नरेट को ओडिशा के तरफ से धन्यवाद देता हूँ. थैंक यू.
Tara ma'am, if you want to ask something or
yes, I have a request. I have a request with Mr. Puri and Mr. Mishra. Sir, can you all hear me? In the last couple of years, we've had many NAREDCO events where we've been able to hear what you had to tell us. Now, unfortunately, I think for the next 12 months, we may not be able to do this. So a humble request that whether we can have these kind of webinar meetings where you and Mr. Mishra will spend time, allotted time for NAREDCO and other construction developers and the financial institutions. I need a commitment that you would do so, sir, please.
You have the commitment right now and here.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Mishra,
Okay.
you too.
Mishra sir is I think offline.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
As long as
Don't worry, if I'm there,
Yeah,
he
sir,
or some
Mr.
senior
Ante,
colleague will be
I've
there.
got-
Don't worry.
Yes, I know.
Sir,
I've got
sir,
Mr.
sir's
Puri. Thank you, sir. Thank
Well
you.
done, lady. Well done.
Thank you.
Ashok
Good job.
Monani. Ashok Monani.
So good afternoon, Honorable Minister and Mishra ji. Sir, the Finance Minister has been kind enough to create a stress fund of 25,000 crores. But however, the limit is only 2 crores per apartment. In Mumbai, being a red zone, it's very difficult to actually have flats in that range. So my humble submission is that can we increase this limit to 4 crores in Mumbai and certain other metros also? Thank you.
Sir, Raju Talwar is there. Raju Talwar, sir. Talwar, sir, unmute your video.
Haji, I just got, it was mute somewhere, so that's why. But of course, sir, I think the major issues have been raised already. I think one very major thing which is raised by a person from Hyderabad was environment clearance. This was introduced only in 2005-2006 during the UPA rule. It was open to quite a bit of misuse, as we all know it. And the end result after 6 months to a year is only to get a cyclo-style environment clearance. We really wish that if that cyclo-style environment clearance can be made mandatory for everyone, it will be implemented by everyone across. Today, each one of the builders is very much aware that we need to take all environmental measures, including water recycling for large complexes. So we are totally willing to abide by it, but the process should be cut down because 1 year's time wastage now will mean absolutely a collapsible situation for most of the developers. Thank you, sir.
Renu ma'am,
I have
can you
suggestion.
throw some light?
I
Renu
have
ma'am,
just
can you throw some light? Can you throw some light on digital signing of the agreement and
Yeah.
whatever? Yeah.
That I did. Actually, I just want to request to all the builders here that please also open up EFT accounts, which means electronic transfer of funds. You know, EFT, many of the builders don't have it. So subsequent disbursements that you people want, we cannot give it to you. So in this technological world, I think the builders also need to go back, look at their own processes and also change themselves. I think that is one thing that you need to do very, very clearly. And, Rajan, I've already talked about it and I said Mishra ji has noted it. We'll send him a message note on that. I just want to say online sanctions at HDFC are on. We are giving it every day, 300 crores we are sanctioning in this period. So I think make use of technology. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Vikas Oberoi wants to ask something. Vikas?
Rajan, can I speak
Sorry,
now?
I'm done with my question. Done with my question.
Chalpat Rao, sir, yeah.
Sir, thank you for giving this opportunity. Minister sir, we thank you very much for working so much for our real estate industry. And Mr. Ji also thank you. Sir, this COVID has now set on a new trend that is work from home. I think this is going to pick up in the days to come. So it is known to every one of us that the return on housing is very, very bad. It is as bad as agriculture now. It is only 1.5 to 3% now. So it is very much required that we give demand side incentives. All our friends, we have spoken more about the supply side incentives to increase the supply to see that the projects are completed. So one is depending on the banking and NBFCs for getting the funds. The other thing is if the buyers come forward and buy the flats at the rates which are now reasonable, that would be better rather than giving the stress funds and all that is also required to complete the project. But there is an urgent need from government side to increase and incentivize the demand side part of the real estate. So be it be GST, maybe it can be deferred or deleted for some time, and remove the confusion about the GST and JDS. This has been eternally coming despite our best efforts, despite the court rulings. Government is insisting upon GST and JDA. I think that should be removed immediately so that the supply also increases. And the other side is GST totally should be removed, sir, at least for a year on the sale of all the flats. And income tax are part of also, because the buyer is already paying 35% income tax on his income. Of course, loan he may not be paying, but overall, unless we incentivize the demand side of the real estate, we will not be able to increase the overall stock and particularly rental stock, sir. So regarding rental stock, we also have to look into giving of ITC, the input tax credit for commercial estate. Thank you so much.
Satish Kumar, if you want to ask.
Sir, good evening, sir. And
be brief, sir. Be brief.
I think Rajan, now it is 4:30. We need to move out.
5 minutes, sir.
Sir,
Last 5 minutes.
my point is that because of this COVID, all the macro planning is all going for a task. Do you think that you are working on a new platform altogether? And if so, if it is ready, can you please share it with us? Thank you.
Sir, Durga sir and Minister sir, only one thing can get us out of this all problem is only sales and sales and sales. Once the construction starts, very, very important aspect is sales. So I will take this opportunity. Renu ma'am is there on the panel. So I would request Renu ma'am, the RBI has seen to it that you people don't invest with reverse repo rate with RBI. So I am telling you, if you give it to us, we'll be very happy. But if you can't give it to us, you give it to home buyers and make the home loan at 6%. So once you make the home loan at 6%, I can assure you, and all the people on the panel can assure you that there would be tremendous sales, and the sales will get this industry out of all problem.
Rajan, I would do that, but you assure me money which I can get at 4%. That is a problem.
Ma'am, that is with nationalized bank, so you can. So that's what. Once again, sir, Durga sir, one thing request I want to do it on this panel. The way RBI gives money to all nationalized banks, they should give it to these NBFCs also, because they treat them. If they give it automatically, the developer funding is done more.
Rajan,
more by NBFC.
The 4.4% money that RBI is giving to banks are lending at 7.5%, 7.8%. They're lending at more than 3% spread, 3.5% spread. I don't think that was the government's idea, but anyway, I think I can't comment on that. But that is really the thing. But I think today's 10,000 crores of NHB will help at least some of the smaller NBFCs, if not us, HFCs, and they in turn will be, funding a lot. I think we're thankful for what they've done, actually. It's really good.
Niranjan sir, over to you.
Sir, just to conclude, thank you very much for being with us and by our side.
Niranjan sir, Niranjan sir, before you conclude, I would like to reiterate couple of things. सबसे पहले तो, thanks to the whole NAREDCO family for sustaining all the labor in situ. But now is the time from 20th April onwards when you can engage such people who are available in situ. Correct. Construction activity. But this will require an exercise at the part of every builder or developer who is keeping these labor on site, how to innovatively utilize the resource, keeping in mind all kinds of prescriptions and precautions. They have to use the mask, they have to sanitize their hands, they have to be thermal scanning has to be there. They need to take care that there is a proper distance between two persons. They need to make sure that any material which is coming, that material needs to be quarantined at least for 24 hours so that the virus does not gets communicated through that. If there is anybody having any kind of symptom, fever or coughing, they need to be shown to the doctor. They need to be quarantined. All these measures, which is already reflected in your SOP, which you have prepared, very innovatively done. I've also requested you to do one film on this, a small film which can be shown to the workers. And I will request you to kindly educate the workers, make them aware, because some of the people, labor who have come, I mean, on the screen, we have seen that they're not fully aware. Let them be fully made aware of the implications of this soft opening, which is starting from 20th April, and after 3rd of May, how it is going to unfold. It will depend upon how we are responding to the soft opening on 20th April. So kindly make sure that every prescription, I'm also going to talk to all the principal secretaries in the state government tomorrow. I'm going to request them to kindly check on sites wherever the work is going on, whether it is our private builders or whether it is our government, CPWD or NBCC or metro companies or DDA. They all need to be checked. Somebody should go and check whether the SOPs are being followed strictly or not. Honorable Minister mentioned in the earlier conversation with the CREDAI that every labor must get their this Arogya Setu installed on their mobile phone. Now everybody has a mobile phone. Now the mobile phone must carry this Arogya Setu, so it is kind of a safeguard for them, so that anybody coming in close vicinity, they know that somebody is infected by this COVID-19. So this must be done. So kindly make sure, and also be generous, continue helping. If you suppose maybe you are able to utilize only 20% of the labor because you don't have enough material on site, so kindly help the balance 80% on site so they continue there. They don't, get, they move out to their villages or other places. They continue there. You kindly take care of them, be generous to them. So these are my specific requests, and which I will keep following up also. I'm also going to request you to get me some information on how many labor has been engaged by your people. So you must have some kind of information sharing mechanism through which we know that across the country, how many labor have been engaged by the Naredco family, how many labor have been engaged by the CREDAI family from 20th April onwards, and how the way it gets further unfolded. The restriction get reduced, then how that number is increasing. So these are my specific requests to you. I hope all your members have noted it down and you will keep following it. Thank you.
Sir, the good news is that we are already made a video which you had suggested. The video is almost ready. The first cut is ready. We will polish it up in a day or two and send it to you and also circulate it to all our members. Number two, I want to tell you, we are already looking after the workers who are on the sites, feeding them, looking after them, and all the other things which we have mentioned. And sir, we are very, very grateful for your initiative and the Honorable Minister's initiative with the Home Secretary in the last meeting and with the government for passing orders for reinitiating this work on the 20th, because we were very worried that workers would want to go back to the farms. So thank you very much, sir, for all the good things that you have done for the industry and the blessing. And we will ask Renu to send you this note as soon as possible so that this new paradigm can also take place as we discussed today. Sir, thank you.
Niranjan.
Thank you indeed.
Niranjan, as I said, it's always a pleasure to talk to you, and I'm very happy with the positive note that you are concluding this. I agree with whatever Durga Shankar ji has said just now, but there's no free lunch. I also have a demand. So my demand is that we will have the next video conference, as the lady suggested, within 2 weeks. But you remember our proposal to skill and upgrade labor, 15 minutes classroom and 15% classroom, 85% on the work side. You know, there was this problem which on the NULM side, because we were not able to, get labor from another state. I had requested Joint Secretary Sanjay Kumar to look at it. Let us, as soon as we get free from COVID and we are normalcy resumed, that is one of my most pressing priorities, that we need to upskill the labor, get more people into the employment market, etc., and assure them jobs. That is the kind of solution which will ultimately act as a safeguard to our current thing. So please, I need your help in that. You are the one who designed it. So as soon as we recover, let's work on that. But thank you very much. It's been very useful from my point of view. I want to thank all of you. Let's do it again in about 10 days to 2 weeks or so.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mishra sir. And thank you.
Okay, thanks a
Thank you
lot.
all.
Thank you, Mishra sir.
you
Thank
all,
you,
sir.
Ardeep sir.
So thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Rajan sir.
Thank you, Mishra ji. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
thank you.
Rajan sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you to all the participants. They were so good.
Yeah. Renu ma'am, are you still there?
Renu ma'am, just I think Renu ma'am logged out.
That if that suggestion goes through, as we have made relating to the last mile funding on the same line as Swabin, then every bank and financial institution is ready to give money on the same terms and conditions. It would become a complete paradigm that can happen, and every project will start getting completed. So I think if we can get Renu ma'am to prepare that draft availability on the lines of the notification which was mentioned by Mr. Srinivasan this morning, I think this would be the biggest paradigm that is there. So thank you very much, everybody. All the very, very best. And we have all committed to contribute some amount to the Prime Minister's Relief Fund. And so we will, on behalf of NAREDCO, request each one of you to make a contribution. Our office will be in touch with you, and you have to make the contribution directly to the PM Fund and intimate to the NAREDCO office relating to what participation you have done. Thank you very
PM
much.
Cares Fund. It's called the PM Cares.
PM Care Fund. We will send you the details today, and if that can be communicated by the office early, then that should be also done so that our contribution of the industry is made to the Prime Minister also.
And of course, wish everyone a very pleasant weekend, and to all their families to stay healthy and stay at home.
Yeah, same, sir. Niranjan sir, thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Rajan sir, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you to Rajan.
Bye.
Thank you, Mr. Goel. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We'll log off.
Thank you, Viresh.
Thank you, Viresh.